Alright, so I'm back, and today we're going to take another look. I reviewed him several months back, and then I decided I wasn't going to get the TFC guys, the TFC Superion. Then I did get them, so I figure we're going to just do the whole set all together. So here we are with the, let's see, who is he? Falcon. Honestly, I can't remember his real Autobot name, but I'll put that in the link. I don't know. I'm not even gonna try to guess. But so here he is in his robot mode. Like I said, we've already looked at him once. He does have these missile pods that you can plug in here. You can plug into his hands. You can plug into the wings back here to either here or here to just kind of keep them out of the way. You know, just kind of find a place for them. And yeah, posability. His head is on a ball joint, so looks around, up, down, left and right. A little bit of a wiggle there. A little bit. Shoulders rotate. Those move in and out. Swivels at the bicep. Bends at the elbow. The wrist doesn't really do anything due to the transformation. Does have waist articulation there. Hips go up. They go back. Due to kibble, they get kind of caught, but if we move that wing out of the way, it can go all the way back. The knee does have a bend in there. Pretty decent bend. There's a thigh swivel. And then the foot, it's on a ball peg. So the toe itself is on the ball, and then it can also swivel up and down. And that's pretty much all there is to him for posability. I think for a figure this size, he hits all the right cues. Kind of wish he had more of a foot here that would involve like an ankle rocker, but he doesn't, so oh well. So yeah, there you go. We'll do a 360 here. So his wings do fold up pretty nicely, so that's good. This stuff all folds up nicely. Nose cone folds up. Doesn't lock into place, but it does sit pretty securely. We'll get into that with one of the other bots that doesn't do that. But yeah, I mean, I do wish that there was just like a little tab in there that this would tab into to just make it feel more secure and make me sleep better at night knowing that this was tabbed in. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to him. So let's get him into jet mode. So you would just want to pull these arms out like this. Just going to pull these wings out. And what you want to do here, rotate the foot around, and this will kind of collapse up like that. Like that. Pull this down, and this will rotate up, down, and up. We then want to rotate this piece here down. They're just on 5mm pegs, so you don't even need them for robot mode technically, but I don't like having to take parts off to transform figures like this. You know, if it's the full combined mode, I'm okay with it, but when it's individual figures, I don't think they should. And then you can take the leg here, and you slide it up, and slide it up. These two will peg together. The tail fin will tab in, but it even on my original copy of this figure, it doesn't tab in very well. And I forgot to do something here. You want to come in here and pull this piece here out. Like that. And that's his thruster. There we go. All right. And then we want to straighten the wings out, and then there's a little slot right there that this here, this little piece right behind my fingernail there, will tab into. So just tab it in, tab it in. Then I like to rotate his head around. You can fold this nose cone up, and then it just kind of locks into place, like so. You take this panel here, and this will double hinge down and fill in this gap. Come on. There we go. Like so. Then you'll take this shoulder here, and this will slide down. Pull this piece out. And this will slide down like so. It's a really tight joint, which is nice. So it doesn't impose anything on the shoulder articulation when you're trying to move it. It stays pretty well into place. And then there's a little tab section right here that'll plug into this slot right there. Same thing on this side. Like I said, it's really tight, but it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's moving, but it's not moving easily. And then you take this piece here and you fold this up. It'll lock into place. Same thing over here, like so. And then you take the missile pods, plug them in under the wings, and there you go. Really nice jet mode. I really like the way it transforms. I think it's a pretty smooth transformation, and it's an enjoyable transformation. I mean, the only downside, yeah, obviously you get some robot kibble, but it doesn't look too bad from the side. But the only downside is these hands just kind of stick out. It does have landing gear that will fold out. Just flip that out from the bottom. And then in the toe here, there's a little piece. Alright, and then you can just set them down like that. And this is just a gorgeous jet. It's like the more I play with these guys, the more I sit here and think, you know, maybe I should just keep this set. Because this is one of the, after playing with the jets, I think this is, it's still one of the better. No, I would actually say that this is like right in the middle. Silverbolt's a little bit less than him, and then this guy is the lowest, even though I like the mold the best. We'll get into him when we get there. And then for size comparison, here he is with the Combiner Wars. You can just see such a massive difference here. So, if you want some big jets, this is definitely a better way to go than Combiner Wars. But then again, we are talking about $15 toy, $100 toy. Which would you rather have? So yeah, nothing really else to show off in this mode. You can take these missile pods and plug them in up here. You can plug them into his hands, which actually might help cover the hands a little bit. That doesn't look too bad. But yeah, he looks really nice. I really do like him a lot. So fold the landing gear back up. You want to flip these pieces back down, and they just kind of slide back into place. You can then pull the wings out of place here. Just kind of fold them up. Pull these arms out, and then use that super tight swivel to pull it back into place. Same thing over here. Flip this around like that. Around like that. And there you go. Then you want to come back here and you push this piece up. And it double hinges up like so. Fold the nose cone down. This will fold down, and this folds up and just kind of sits there. Rotate the head around. We're good there. Split the legs. It's easier to pull the legs down after you split them. Slide them down. Flip the toe around. Slide up the thruster. Then you take this piece here and it just rotates around like so. And then this will just fold onto the back. Just kind of folds up nice and neat. And then this, I just kind of put it at an angle, just kind of keep it out of the way. And then this here, you just kind of fold these up. And there you go. And you take these missile pods here and just plug them into his forearms, or like I said, he can plug them into his hands. I do wish he came with proper guns. The Wings of Uranus set does come with proper guns. I've got that set, but I got this set used, so I only came with one gun. Which, you know, whatever. It's got the important parts. And so, size comparison. Here he is with the Seeker Jet. You see he comes up to about mid-chest here. So he's about head and shoulders bigger. So this doesn't quite scale very well for classics. Here he is with the Megatron. And as you can see, he's a head taller than the Megatron. So that doesn't quite work either. Here he is with the Brainstorm figure, who's a little over a head taller, and he's about the size of the Eiger Seeker, so that's actually a really good scale. So if you have the larger classics, this actually might be a good figure for you. Here he is with the Rodimus. Again, Rodimus is bigger, as he should be, so this scales pretty well. Of course, the MP car. And again, I do think this scale works pretty decently for the MPs, although this is very clearly not MP. This guy is. So there's that. What else? Okay. Here he is with the Fall Cybertron Brawl. We'll do some combiner figures here. Limbs. And you see, again, he's like head and shoulders bigger, so this doesn't really work. Here he is with the Unique Toys Dive Bomb, who to the head, he's about a head shorter, so he's actually taller than him. So these guys work pretty well together, but he doesn't. He stands out like a sore thumb here. And of course, here he is with his Hasbro counterpart, who is a little more than a head shorter. So it really boils down to which one do you prefer. Again, $15 toy, $100 toy. Easily accessible, have to special order. Which do you prefer? I want the answer right now. Right now. just kidding. Getting these guys out of the way, let's get the rest of the Superion team in here again. So, there's him. And you see he's actually shorter than he is. So he's actually close to the scale, whereas he's not. And we'll get into more of that when we get there. There's Silverbolt. Again, I think this team looks pretty good together. And there you go. So these two here look to be like he's just a little bit shorter than him, and he's just a little bit shorter than him, and he's just a little bit shorter than him. He's actually almost a head shorter than him. So it all depends, but I still say they look really good together. So yeah, there you go. I still really like him. I can't remember what I scored him before, but new video, new review. So I'm gonna give him a 9. I think he's a really solid figure. I really do like playing with him. He's a lot of fun. So, and I'm just realizing one thing real quick before I go, and this goes into other figures, but a lot of people are complaining how this guy, and this guy doesn't have the flaps on the sides like these guys do. But looking at them and knowing that they turn into arms, I could easily say that's why, to give them more posability in the arms, because this would get in the way. Those fold up and become legs, so those don't hinder it. But these two would be hindered by it. There you go. There's your answer. That's why they did that. I mean, I don't know for a fact that's why they did that, but that's my best assumption. And seeing that these guys are arms, and these guys are legs, these guys don't have it. That'd be what I would assume. But we'll get into these guys in a later review. We'll be taking a look at him next because he's the only other one that I have a Hasbro version of, because the other two haven't come out yet. So we'll look at him next. So there you go. 9 out of 10. I think it's a pretty good figure. I like him. I like him a lot.